I mean, that's fair. What, just in general, or?
I mean, sure, in general, why not? Not for this one.
You are live. Good luck.
Cool. So, you want to go first?
Sure, I guess. My name is Pessilist.
I'm RebelDragon95, and we're going to play some BBS for you.
Yeah,
it's,
Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix HD on the PlayStation 4. You know, long titles and whatnot.
Yep, and we're going to be doing Ven Beginner No Menu, so...
Yeah, this was originally released on the PSP. This is the PlayStation 4 port, which made everything 60 FPS and HD and all that good stuff. And we're going to get in position. There are 3 characters to pick from for Birth by Sleep. You can play as Terra, Aqua, or Ventus. We're playing as Ventus because the other 2 no menus are crap.
Yep, yeah.
About them. It's not a good time. So we start the timing when we select our character.
Yeah.
So are you in position?
I am. I've assumed the position.
Okay, do you want to count us off?
Yeah, sure. So we'll go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
I started the timer like 5 seconds late, but whatever.
Whatever. So this is Birth by Sleep. We're going to start out with everyone's favorite fight, which is orbs. All characters start with this. We're just going to do some things, show you what the game has in store. What ability we have a shot lock here. Ventus has the Flame Salvo shot lock, which is one of the best shot locks in the game, which is good, because we kind of can't change our shot lock.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Here's the thing about no menu. No menu means we literally cannot open the menu. That's our restrictions. We can hit pause to skip, because cutscenes are
we're allowed to skip cut. Yeah, we're allowed to skip cutscenes.
But we cannot open the game menu. Like where you see your character and your stats, and you have you can equip abilities and everything else. Here's what that means. You see on the bottom left our commands. We have Strike Rate, we have Arrow, we have Quick Blitz. The way this game is designed is you get commands by buying them, selling them, getting them in chest. The commands level up, and as they level up, you combine them to make stronger commands, and you get your useful abilities, like Second Chance and Once More and Leaf Bracer and your typical RPG survival stuff.
Yep, we are not going to do that!
And we also cannot equip items, because items are commands, and we have to open the menu to do that. So all these chests and everything around us, we don't care. We're not doing any of that.
We just ignore everything.
Any of it whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, that's not important to us at all.
Yeah, we
kind
of just allow everything and go.
Means we don't have a cure ability or anything. What we do have is D-Links. The blue bar over on the right-hand side above Ven's face that says D-Link, that's our meter of where we can go into D-Links. What's it called? It's this game's version of summons, essentially, and it changes our commands into... Sneezy just trolled me. Into the
don't worry, I just got trolled by Grumpy, so...
Yeah, well... These are dwarves. Dwarves bounce around, and they suck in general. Don't worry.
If you get too close to the ones that aren't moving, then they start running around, and it's awful to deal with. But yeah.
Yeah, but D-Links essentially change our commands to be commands that associate with whatever character the D-Link is for. So Aqua D-Link, we get magic-style commands, because that's what Aqua does. Like Terra, we would get more physical-style commands, that sort of thing. D-Links are... Oh my goodness, these... D-Links are the only way for us to get access to actually decent commands, because we're stuck with then starting commands, because we cannot open the menu.
Don't worry,
so, the best
this
thing
is all
that we
going
have...
wonderfully for me right now, by the way.
I mean, these are the worst dwarves I've ever seen.
Oh, don't worry, I'm in the same boat as you, so we're all good on that front.
I'm going for the swag. I don't care how much I have to wait. I'm just going to go for it. Come on, you mind train. I have to wait so long. This was not a good idea, but I'm going for the swag. Hell yeah! There we go.
Don't worry, I'm in the. There we go. Finally, we're out of dwarfs.
Same. That took forever. That was terrible.
That was absolutely abysmal.
So, did you get an aqua drop?
No, I did not. So
Yeah,
all
I
we're
didn't
looking
either.
for in that fight is we're looking for a level up for the aqua D-Link. You don't usually get it because you kill maybe 1 or 2 floods at most, unless like you get a really bad fight. So you barely
Yeah.
ever get it, but if you get it, it saves
Here's-
like so much time.
Here's the thing about D-Links. If you look at the bottom left for me, you see 2 hearts next to the D-Links names. Those hearts are level ups. D-Links level up from literally random drops. Complete RNG drops. Like, we don't know what the percentage is. Like, literally any enemy can drop.
There is a percentage for it, but it really doesn't matter because it applies it to every single enemy kill, so there's no way that you can really like work it out.
Every single enemy kill has a chance to drop a level. Those D-Link levels are going to be very important because that's our only way in this category to get stronger commands. Because when the D-Links level up, they get stronger commands and they get stronger finishers, which is going to be how we get the ability to do things when we can't open the menu. So we're relying on RNG to just kind of roll our way a little bit. So this is Snow White Escort. Is she will move forward if you get Unversed out of her way. So that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to get Unversed out of her way. She can get stopped by trees. 2 of the trees are scripted. These other couple, we're killing enemies quick enough where she just avoids them.
Oh, I didn't get to her fast enough there, so I'm gonna have to do the double. Yeah.
And if you're wondering, why aren't you using D-Link in this fight? Well, 1, because we don't have the meter, but mainly 2, any fight where you have any party members, there's anyone with you who is not Ventus, you cannot open the D-Link menu. You literally cannot.
Yeah.
And pressing the button, it won't open. Escorts count for some reason.
Yep, even though they don't have a HP bar.
So, on to our first boss, which is the Mad Tree, who's big and grumpy and really just a pain in the butt. It's like, well, this strat...
Yeah, so...
Beginner any percent strat?
Yeah, we basically just do the same
strat.
strat, yeah. You do a shot lock of 15, you then get into Fever Pitch, go ham, then shot lock, and then just finish them off. It's a pretty simple strat. It's a little bit harder on no menu because you can't put on the sliding dash, so...
Yeah. Fever Pitch is the one command style you're going to see in this whole game. Command styles are when you fill up the meter on the left above your commands, you get one of 2 things. You get a finisher, which you'll always get in D-Links, and if you do normal attacks, or you get a command style. Command styles fill up based on the attacks you use. Like if you use fire commands to fill up your meter, you get a command style that has fire attacks called Firestorm.
Yeah.
We only have access to Fever Pitch, which if we use our arrow and strike raid and everything else. There's only one other command style you'll see in the entire run.
Because there's because obviously where we can't open the menu, we can't put on any more commands. So, you know, we have to just rely on what we have. When most of it is, we mostly rely on our D-Links to do all of our stuff for us because we can't.
D-Links are the only real way we can do anything.
Yeah.
If you're wondering why we're playing on beginner, it's because crit no menu would be an extra hour.
Yeah, crit no menu takes forever specifically because you have to grind more. So the way strength kind of works in this game is there's specific strength caps that you have to hit. The level that we get to in this, So the levels that we hit have specific strength values that basically let us do standard damage in the worlds that we go to. So that's why we grind to specific levels, so we can do basically good damage. And
I have to wait for sliding dash here to do anything.
And in the preceding difficulties, the only real difference between them is you have to just grind more. That's literally the only differences. Like in standard, you have to grind 3 levels higher for the next strength up. In proud, you got to level up three more over standard. Then crit, you got to go even higher than that.
What you're seeing is the exact same as if we did a no menu run difficulty, except faster. So This is really the only interesting difficulty to do no menu on. So now we're going into our first grind. We just need Aqua to get a level quickly, because neither of us got it in the first fight. And like I said, that's pure randomness, so we're really just praying that these enemies are nice and they give us a level drop.
Yeah, that's what we're praying for.
Ventus is just getting his normal level up regardless.
Yeah.
Like you can see the EXP happening, but we really need this level up to get anything, and I'm getting terrible luck. Yeah, I'm getting horrible luck. How are you doing?
It's fine, I got a drop. I'm just trying to get my second drop now.
And there it is. That took forever. Now that we have one level up, we unlock Magnet, which is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Because Magnet allows us to actually be able to control groups of enemies, and that's really what we need. So we're leveling up here. We're going to grind to level 9 with a specific amount of XP to go to level 10, so we get level 10 for the next boss. Well, boss after the next one.
Yeah.
And we're also looking to see if we can get more D-Link level ups. We really want Aqua to get to level 2 ASAP, because Aqua will get more commands we want at level 2. Then we want Terra to get to level 1 D-Link. Yes, default isn't level 1, roll with it. And we want Snow White to get to level 2.
I got my second drop. So now that I've got my second drop, I can just go around using Magnet and Mind Square. And it just completely destroys everything. And it just destroys everything, basically instantly.
Look at that fleeting drop we can't use. Feels good.
Yeah, so during this, I'm looking for other dealing drops now. Now that I've got my 2 Aqua ones, I don't need to worry about it, so...
There it is. Okay. Pretty terrible luck on my end, but, you know.
Yeah, it happens.
That's BBS for you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you... The nature of speedrunning BBS is there is RNG involved, no matter what category you do. And you see there, I see that there's a D-Link level I can get, so I'm going to pick it up for Terra. There's 2 more D-Links I want.
Yeah,
in this grinding, if I can get it.
It doesn't matter if you don't get it. It doesn't matter if you don't get it now. You can put it up later.
Does they pity people who speedrun Terra level 1? Because that's me. That's my category. Hello. But yeah, we're grinding. But this part, we're really just trying to grind as fast as we can. Mind Square is the best way we can do that. Just toss mines onto the ground, blow stuff up. Pretty good.
Yeah. We kind of just like blow things up. This is not the
last grind in the run, unfortunately. But right now we're just trying to get our strength up to a certain point. Like Rebel said, strength is very important in this game in terms of being able to deal damage in any real way.
Yeah. So, this game's kind of got like a level, like a strength cap thing. It's kind of hard to explain unless like you actually understand this game. The way strength works is, by the way, I've got all my dealing drops that I need right now.
I definitely have not, so...
Cool, I'm nearly done here. So, you want to leave here with 110 XP to the next level, and you get exactly 110 experience from the next fight. So, we abuse that heavily to make sure we hit level 10 for the fight after the next one. Cool, so I'm heading to Lucifer. And if this fight goes...
You can explain that as I finish this up.
So,
don't worry, this race is not over.
Yeah. We'll explain that later. So Lucifer, I'm gonna go straight into a flame salvo and just bomb out some damage on him. Then I'm gonna go into Aqua and hopefully he jumps on a good piece of furniture because then he'll just die immediately. Where's he going? That's not a good piece of furniture.
Uh-oh. Okay, now I'm done. And
that wasn't a good piece of furniture. So if you get lucky there and he goes onto a good piece of furniture, he'll just belly flop into the mid square and die, like, instantly. It's so good when it happens. It's, like, so satisfying.
We'll see if I can get it.
Yeah. So, cool, I'm now done with that world.
Yeah, because the thing is, if we didn't level up this much, even this second boss in the game would body us completely, because we don't have commands that can deal that much damage.
Yeah, Lucifer's generally fine, it's the boss afterwards that takes forever.
But yeah, this boss is okay, the boss afterwards really bad. Okay, bye Lucifer.
Did he barely flop into it?
Yep.
Hell yeah. It's so good. It's so good. Right, so this is Enchanted Dominion. The first bit of this is just doing some dodge rolls. The one disadvantage the main disadvantage that no menu has is we can't get any slide dashes. And in long movement segments like this, on the other categories, you save time by doing slide dashes and combo and like hitting enemies with them because it cancels the animation. So in this, we've just got to kind of time our dodge rolls right. When you're seeing us dodge rolling, we're not mashing the dodge roll, we're actually timing it. Because it's actually slightly faster in each screen to time out your dodge rolls. So it's kind of, you dodge roll, take a step, and it's a tiny little step. Then dodge roll, take a step, dodge roll, take a step. It saves a minimal amount of time in every screen, but you get more distance out of each of your dodge rolls by doing this. And it makes one screen at the end of the game possible to do encounterless. If you didn't time your dodge rolls in that screen, you would get like 4 encounters and cry because it's really hard to dodge.
Encounters in this game are set. Like you saw us do grind that room over and over again because we left the room and new encounters every time. But there's one room where that's kind of not the case. We'll get to that.
Yeah,
but we're just kind of dodging. He actually leveled up Terra D-Link to level 1 specifically, so he has 2 sliding dashes. The problem is, if we use that here, there's no enemies that could refill our D-Link, and we need our D-Link for the next fight.
So I'm now doing the Goons fights.
Goons. So, Goons they're just Maleficent's little minions here. The thing is, they attack you really, really quickly, and on higher difficulties, they're actually very scary. They can screw you up. What we're kind of trying to do, though, is Blizzard can just go through them into other ones on screen, so we're trying our best to get them to go through while we can.
The best way to do that fight is to basically, Blizzard can actually go through the invisible wall that where all the goons spawn through the loading zone area. If you shoot a Blizzard straight down the middle of there, you kill everything that's spawning and running towards you, and that is the best way to deal with that with that fight. Is to basically when you do that fight enough, you have an idea of where the goons are coming from at what time, so then you know where to be, and you just kind of line up your blizzards to basically shoot down the middle and kill as many as you can. If you really want to be like brave in that fight, you can stand in the middle of the arena, jump and do it, which I have done before.
I'm not that brave.
I've done some stupid things in like beginner categories in this. Right, so I'm heading into Maleficent now.
Yeah, we're both heading in that general direction.
I mean, I'm actually in the fight now, so.
Oh, nice. So we got level 10 specifically for Maleficent.
Yeah, it's actually more for the fight afterwards as well. The fight afterwards is needed. Maleficent's a pattern-based fight, so there's a couple of patterns that she can choose at the start, and we kind of know what she does based on the pattern that she chooses. So in this case, she's more than likely gonna head to the middle now and do her sleep desperation move. Yep. And all I gotta do now is squeeze in 2 flame salvos, and she should die. And cool. And that's how you do that fight. You basically just bomb out 3 flame salvos, and then that's it. That fight
if
on regular beginner,
lower, we would not be able to kill
that fight.
Salvo.
Yeah, that fight on regular beginner is just one of the most inconsistent things. But on this, basically the 2 patterns that she can give you are 100% like consistent. There's like a 5-second difference between them. Like one's 5 seconds faster than the other, but in that case, she gave me the one that's 5 seconds slower. But it doesn't really matter because you always kill her in 3 flame salvos. Right, so now I'm heading into Vanitas 1. This fight is horrible. In the first half, we have to do enough damage to him, and then it moves on to the next phase. The fast way to do that is to go into Aqua and just bomb out some damage.
Yeah, it's in the normal beginner any percent version of this, where you can actually use commands, you buy a bunch of sleeps, and this guy gets really drowsy.
By the way, I just got a 109 first phase.
And it's fun. It's not fun here.
Yeah, by the way, I just got a 109 first phase. That was basically a perfect first phase.
Yeah, he doesn't like magnets, though. You can get away with magnets.
So now kind of what we want to do is we kind of want to like hope to God that Mickey does all the damage to him. Because our attack still isn't that good against this guy.
Yeah, the nice thing about doing Aqua in Phase 1 is you're booted out of the fight and then forced to watch a cutscene where Mickey joins you, but all the damage stays put. And the reason we use Aqua in that first phase is because Mickey's in our party now. We literally cannot use D-Link right now. Because we have another party member, the game would not let us, so we just
I didn't mean to do that. So I accidentally did Mickey's thing here. It's not faster at all, it's slower. Mickey will sometimes just go into his reaction command there.
And
that was kind of a slow fight.
This is the first fight in the run. You're kind of going to notice.
Yeah. Yep, and you kind of just get bodied. The worst part about that fight is you basically just have to hit him and pray. The main issue with that fight is he does the classic Vanitas thing, where he chooses just to not get hit by things. Right,
yeah,
so you might have noticed that I've come back to Castle of Dreams. Yeah,
I'm about to do the same.
We apologise for this, but
we have a long way to go.
We have a long grind that we have to do now.
So here's what we're going to do, right? We're going to go to Aqua D-Link, and because we're looking for another D-Link drop. Yeah. And when we get the other D-Link drop, we're going to revert from Aqua. I got it in the second wave. We're going to revert from Aqua, get that level onto Mickey, and then get Mickey to level 2 as fast as possible, which I just did really fast. So that makes up for the bad RNG earlier, I guess. The reason is because all the D-Links, when you level them up, have abilities attached to them. Mickey's ability is that he gives you double experience for all the unbursts that you kill while Mickey's active. Yeah. So, we're using Mickey specifically to try to get level ups here faster. Because we have to level up. I'm level 12 right now. We have to level up all the way to level 30 by the end of the game.
Yeah, we have to get to level 30 by the end of the game. And
specifically because of the final boss. The final boss without level 30 is basically impossible without good commands. Like us just not having a heal and not having good commands, it's bad. Can't do a heck of a lot. Even if you can beat him, it's so slow.
And I should bring up one thing here.
If you know, there's really nothing to be done. The rest of the game, we could get away with grinding to like 20 something and be fine.
Well, the rest of the game we could get away with like 17 or something and be fine. That just shows how good like how dumb the final bosses are.
Yeah, the final bosses are very dumb. So, the other thing about this category right now is because I'm currently running this on PS4 Pro with an SSD, Rebel is not.
I lose a lot of time here. To
He
like put it
loses
frank.
something like 2 minutes here because symbol load nonsense.
So if Pest pulls ahead, don't blame me, blame hardware.
Yeah, if I win this race by 2 minutes or less, Rebel really won this race. Don't worry about it.
I won in spirit.
He wins in spirit no matter what, because I have cheater hardware. It's fine.
Hey man, I have all the good ideas, so you know you can back off.
Yeah, but speaking of good idea, I'm the one who told
You told me what?
you to go to 32. Fun fact, going from level 30 to 32 is actually a difference of like 2 to 3 minutes. Because once you get to the higher levels just, they take so long to grind to, even with the double EXP and everything else. It takes ages. So, here's what we're going to do, because we're going to be here for 10 minutes probably. We're going to count levels, like Rebel and I are just going to say what level we're at, and we're going to open Q&As up with the Twitch chat. So, you have any questions about anything, memes otherwise, like keep PG-13, and we'll try to keep it entertaining. Because I don't want to be talking about just Mind Square.
It's literally run around using
Mind Shield, Mind Shield, Mind Shield.
It's literally run around using Mind Shield and then just like use and maybe like throw in a I'm level 19 by the way.
I don't know what I am.
And maybe like throwing in a. Why would we submit this category to a marathon? Wow, we did it as a joke, and because we kind of thought it was cool.
It was a big old joke. I'm 20.
We actually did this as like a joke race, like a couple of weeks before submissions like opened, and we thought it was a pretty cool category that had a lot of work that we could do in it.
Yeah, when we submitted it, that our times were like 110, 109, and now the 105, 103 range. So we actually have done routing, believe it or not. There is a route to this. What caused me to forsake humanity for level 1 Terror Crit? Level 1 Terror Crit with the current strats is actually a really cool speedrun.
It really is.
Like, no joke, it's a very difficult speedrun. Really technical, and it's worth your time looking up one of those runs if you are curious about it.
Someone asked what the easiest character to learn is. It honestly like is different for everyone.
It depends what you want. I usually recommend either Terra Beginner or Aqua Crit, depending on what you're interested in. Because Terra Beginner is the easiest to learn by a lot, because it's on beginner, you can't really die except for one fight.
Yeah.
And it has some pretty fun strats where you blow stuff up. Aqua Crit, you can die quickly, but Aqua can do so much damage.
Yeah.
That it is also very easy to learn, and it's a faster category, and so it's kind of up to what you're interested in. I have tutorials on my YouTube channel for both, though.
Yeah.
Big plug for it.
And if like ever interested in like anything, if you can literally shoot me or pass a message and we'll probably answer you, and probably is the keyword there.
Yeah. Who's your favorite Disney princess? Mine is Belle.
I don't know.
Like, Belle's... I just like Belle's intelligence over a lot of the other princesses. 23.
Wow.
We're going to 29 with about 1,000 experience left, so we still have a little ways to go.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of KH3? It's fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of... KH3 is not really a game that I would play again.
Yeah, it was a fun first playthrough that was enjoyable for that. I did a lot of speedrunning stuff for it when it came out, and I don't like the speedrun very much. But it's a fine game, it's fun.
I just hit 23.
Do you fight young Xehanort in Terra Crit? No, that's DDD. You fight young Xehanort. Terra Crit, you fight Terra.
Oh, we're talking DDD now?
Apparently. What do you have to say about DDD, Rebel?
I like it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Favorite world/environment in KH series? The Fantasia world in DDD.
That is a strong world. I like the Country Musketeers in DDD.
The Country Musketeers in Fantasia and DDD really, really good. Like, both are very solid choices.
Yeah. I'd hit 24.
Young Xehanort in BBS? There is no Young Xehanort BBS because the terminology is weird, okay? What you fight in BBS is Terra's body being possessed by Xehanort, which we call Terranort, because Xehanort.
You might be talking about Mysterious Figure.
Oh, Mysterious Figure?
We don't fight Mysterious Figure in a...
Well,
we don't fight Mysterious Figure in a speedrun, if that's what you're wondering.
We don't fight it in the speedrun at all, but it can be done. It has been done. Many people have done it.
There are actually strats
it's
for
like,
it.
Whatever.
There are actually like optimal strats for it as well.
Yeah, there are optimal, interesting strats.
There are optimal strats for it.
Favorite Disney KH song to sing at this marathon? No.
I see where you're going
my
with
answer.
I see where you're going with this. I'd hit the 25.
26. Little more ways to go. Keep it going. If you like Magic/Links, do you like the KH3 speedrun? I see what you did there. I just don't find it that interesting personally. Like, this is not the normal BBS category. We do this much grinding and links and stuff.
Yeah, this is only...
D-links are very powerful in BBS, but we don't use them nearly as much in other categories as we do for this one.
Yeah. Even in the level 1 categories where, like, D-links are equally as broken.
Yeah.
I'd ship 26.
27.
So I'm about a level behind you.
Yeah. Can you show me the world? Shining, glimmering, splendid? No, sorry. Can you get down to business?
I see what you did
no
there.
bombs to defeat, I'm sorry.
I cannot show you how to open the menu.
We cannot show you how to open the menu, I'm very sorry. But there is a pause button on your controller, and it does it. I swear it does it. But hey, we're in an RPG marathon, and we don't have to memorize any menus, so that's...
I was gonna say, this is a menuless run, it's perfect. We can just talk.
Yeah, it's perfect for an RPG marathon. Also, you think this is just Aqua dealing the speedrun? You're half right. There are more strats to follow.
The thing is with Aqua gets Magnet, and Magnet is more important than anything else that we could, like...
Yeah,
use.
Magnet in this game is very, very, very good.
I just hit 27.
Because it just gathers enemies around you, and it disables them, and it's... Like, in a normal any percent run, Magnet's the ability we stack up on.
We're grinding to 29 with about 1,000 left to 30.
Yeah, 29 and a bit. I'm at 28, so we're getting there. Are you under the sea? Not last I checked. Although we do have this carpet that is very sea-like.
Yeah, Pez is only running this because he has Terranaut PTSD.
I mean,
it's not wrong.
Yeah,
it's not wrong. Even if like you only play Terror on beginner, I have Terranaut PTSD from beginner.
You're not entirely wrong.
The reason why we head to level, the reason why we basically get enough EXP to hit level 30 is because level 30 is a strength increase, and that strength increase takes us just above the strength cap. Which,
believe me when I
to
tell you that if we grind to level 29, if I leave the world right now, the final boss will kick my butt. If I grind one more level, he will not kick my butt. It is the level cap in this game is that strict.
Yeah.
And I am out of here.
Nice.
So now we can get on to the next world in the game, if Ben will get up. Ben likes to hang sometimes. It's just a thing he does.
Yeah, so most of my time lost to PES wasn't actually like how bad my grinding was. A lot of it is the difference in hardware.
Most of it is pro SSD.
Yeah. Which I accepted. Begrudgingly, I accepted.
Gravity in this game is a suggestion. Just watch how Cinderella ignores it. Good stuff. Gravity in this game is very much a suggestion. We mess with it a lot.
I just hit 29. I'm about to do one more room and then I'm bouncing.
Are you our guest? I mean, if you want to be. I don't really see why not. Good. But here's the nice thing about us doing all that grinding, is ignore pretty much every unburst from here on out. Have either of you had a glitch with Ventus where the final hit of his last boss would not connect? That is not a glitch.
That is not a glitch.
Thing that can happen.
Yeah. That is not in fact a glitch. If you're too close when you do last word, which is the final hit, you actually whiff it 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, it's a positioning thing. It's not a glitch. It happens. Speedrunners have to be aware of it. Can I announce Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? Even though the sound of it's something quite atrocious, sure.
Oh my god. So I'm gonna do the same thing the Fest did and deny the gravity.
Yep. We can also use Terra D-Link with the sliding dashes to do some neat little movements in the fountain room.
Yep.
Every other category of Ventus, you have to fight unburst there for levels and whatnot. And now we're going up to Trinity Armor. Trinity Armor is a fun fight. This is pretty much the midpoint for every character's run. It's where all our characters diverge onto each other. We're all here at the same time. Which means we can't use D-Link, but if you want to see why we were leveling, just look at how much damage a normal combo for me does. I do half a health bar with just one normal combo.
Yep.
It's actually disgusting.
It's like, it sickens me how good it is.
It is actually disgusting how much damage we
over-leveling in this game. If you ever want to have fun in this game, just over-level and then go fight bosses. It's so much. It's
just
so much
over-level and go hit things, and it's so fun. It's so good. Okay, so now he's going to do an attack where he shoots a bunch of white bullets. I can't hit him during this. He's invincible. But as soon as he's done, just watch shotlock damage. The reason that Ven Shotlock Flame Salvo is so good is, one, because you can mash out a bunch of hits.
The max you can get on a single target is 51, if you want to...
Yeah, you can get 51 hits on a single target, and each one of those is buffed by my strength stats, so at this point they're very, very good.
Yeah.
Also, as long as I'm mashing, I have iframes, meaning Ventus cannot take damage.
Yes.
While I'm mashing.
Very, very useful for that.
Deal.
Yeah.
That is a very big deal. That is why Flame Salvo is really, really good for us in this category. It's also abused in Terra speedruns to all heck, because iframes, they're just so good. You need them in a lot of bosses in this game. Also, gravity is a suggestion. If you use a D-Link in midair, you just get pulled down.
Yeah, basically when you're using a D-Link in midair, the game has to ground you before it can, like, complete the D-Link.
Good times. I'm using Terra D-Link when I can to slide through enemies for movement, because the fastest way of movement in this game is to sliding dash through an enemy, and when the sliding dash hits something, you can dodge roll to cancel the sliding dash animation.
Yes.
So you're propelled forward with the sliding dash, and then wrong command. You're propelled forward with the sliding dash, and then after you're propelled forward, you can cancel that propelling forward animation, so you don't get the end lag up.
Yes, basically, with slide dash is meant to be a combo move. So because it's a combo move, they don't want to put you in recovery animation or lag afterwards. So because of that, you can cancel it. Because you're meant to cancel it into movement, into attacks, into other commands, and other things like that. So if you do a combo with slide dash, you can do 2 hits, slide dash, then you can finish the combo. Because it counts as a combo hit. It doesn't take away from your combo counter, though. So it's very, very useful for that reason.
Yeah. Also, right there, that things were so over-leveled that a magnet blows up all the unversed at this point in the game. It's pretty comical. Trust me when I say we do not have to get this over-leveled to get through this part of the game.
Yeah,
but we did all the grinding at once because it's the
specifically for Endgame. Yeah, you waste
specifically too much for the last like 3
You
fights
waste too much time in map movement doing it elsewhere. So
yeah, and Castle of Dreams is the fastest place for us to do it because it has the most spawns in the smallest area. Like, with the ability to respawn them when we want. So I'm going to go to Disney Town! Yay! Everyone's favorite world. We're going to play everyone's favorite minigame.
Oh, really? I got exploded on by one of the things.
Yeah, the big guys, if you don't hit them from behind, they can just explode.
Yeah,
and then
so
they're vulnerable and roll around. It sucks.
Yeah, so
I'm just going to play a silly music minigame.
So I lost like 10 seconds there for no reason at all. It doesn't really matter though. I deliberately reverted right at the end there to make sure my D-Link is at max at the end, so I can do some movement at the end of the world. That's why I did that. Oh, you're in a. Oh, you're gonna see how high you can get in points.
I mean, you're going to beat if I do.
Oh, why? Because you can't hear it!
Because I can't hear it if I capture card.
Oh.
Yeah, true story. This is actually not a terrible rhythm game. If you can hear the music, it taps along, like, decently. My capture card, I can only listen to Discord or the game, so I'm listening to Discord. I can't hear the game, so I'm doing this on visual feedback right now.
Oh my god. I love it. It's so good. Right, so Disney Town is the best town in this game, so.
Yep. So yeah, just go destroy whatever thing I got there, will ya?
I don't even know.
So fun fact, I skipped a cutscene there that Rebel is not going to.
No. It's not that cutscene that I get. I get the one before Vanitas 1. You know, the 2-second one showing the Keyblade, the break.
Oh,
I get that one.
Ventus doesn't have a Disney Town one?
Yeah, he does, but I don't get them. I only get the one for the break battle arena, which is like 4 seconds at most.
Oh, okay then. So, this force fight, I'm going to hit things and then flame salvo.
Yeah, the force fight that he's in is awful.
Do you want to explain anything about anything we just rambled about, Rebel?
What do you mean?
Things and whatever.
What did we say? Because I'm already lost in what you're trying to ask me to do.
The cutscenes and...
Oh! Right! Sorry! I was like, what are you talking about now? Basically, when like you speedrun this game, you set up profiles specifically to run characters on, and the profile that I'm running on has a Ventus file completed on it. And what that does is it prevents any extra cutscenes from spawning in the Aqua or the Terra runs. In a Ventus run, you get one extra cutscene, but it prevents any extra cutscene spawning. It also allows you to skip the tutorial.
And the file I'm playing on has one one aqua file completed, which means I get the minimum amount of cutscenes for Ben and Terra.
Yeah. So basically, depending on which character you completed, depends on which one depending on which characters you completed, depends on which characters you can run optimally on that profile. So it's kind of like just a kind of a wacky thing with this game.
Welcome to Earn minigame. We have to get to 15 the first round, then the second go around we have to beat Herc. And by beat Herc, I mean we're going to see who can beat who in terms of score on Earns 2. Over here, this is the real race of the run.
By the way, I'm getting on the barrel because barrel strats are good.
Earn 2 is...
Barrel strats worked for once, Pest.
Oh god, they did? Wow. Yeah, Force Fight Rebels in is actually pretty difficult because there's just guys spread out everywhere and have to do the best we can to minimize it. But while we're in Earns, we can do some more Q&A nonsense while we...
What happened?
I don't know, chat's saying rip audio.
Stuttering's bad right now.
Oh, okay, give me a second.
Good thing we're in a downtime part.
Yeah, I can sort it in a second, hang on. So is my stream down? Okay, let me cut stream and then...
All by myself.
Let me switch the stream thing, so that should fix it. Sorry about that.
All by myself.
Have I come back up?
Rebel, you're going to destroy my Earns 2 time by score, by the way. This is bad.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back now, right? High spirits?
It's fine. It'll be okay if I can get a very specific number. There we go. Perfect. So, this, after Jellyfish, this is actually probably the worst fight in this category, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, this fight's terrible. In any percent run, what you do is you just use Magnet, and Magnets kills these guys instantly. Here, the only AoE attack we have is Arrow, and Hercules wants us to help him, but we don't want to do that. We really, really badly don't want to do that.
I'm having a terrible time with Unsquare.
So... we're trying to get into Fever Pitch, and then we're trying to see our only other command style we can get to, which is to use our commands in Fever Pitch to get to Cyclone. Because Cyclone is really hype. Watch this. Got to level 30, which I need for the end of the run. Then we're going to... that's what happens when you press square, by the way. Cyclone Finisher... that could have been so much better. This Jelly's fight, but like I said, this fight's really hard to do fast on this category. Like, Flame Sabo doesn't do a lot.
Oh, yes, I got 261!
Oh?
Damn.
Wait, that's it? That was your final?
Yeah! That's the first time you beat me.
I actually beat you, imagine that.
I'm sorry about the stream going down. I actually forgot to local record this run, so you know, Lamau.
Oh no. So, say hi to Giant Squid guy. This guy on crit difficulty is a pain in the butt, but we're so over-leveled we can just kind of blow him up. It's great. It's revenge for all my crit runs. It feels really good. So, I hope you haven't missed Aqua dealing too much. Can't skip this. Don't ask me why. You just can't skip it. They game weird. I hope you haven't missed Aqua dealing too much, because Magnet's just that good. Okay, a little bit.
I actually am 2 away from level 30, so you know, that's pretty good.
This could be bad, but I'm just going for it. Nice. But yeah, I won the Herkerns, which is honestly more important than the race.
Yeah. What is it? The score's now what? 3-1 to me? My perfect score?
I broke your perfect score, and I got it in the important one.
Oh, please. I lost some time there because I didn't hit level 30.
I played it very risky, deciding to not do the magnets, meaning Big Body has a chance to explode like that, but that's fine. If you're wondering where Stitch is, he will show up in the very next fight. And it's up to Stitch how fast the next fight is, so, You know, I said gravity's an illusion, and this 100% true.
Yep.
Shouts to the fact it's 0 gravity, but you're still very limited in how high you can jump. Good times. That was a bad jump. Going to have to grab the ledge.
Oh, really? The flood survived?
So, Squid Guy, this was a PSP game. This is on the PlayStation 4 port. The big Squid Guy we beat up earlier, and it's up to Stitch how quickly we can beat him up again. I'm not even joking. There's Stitch. Say hi to him. He's cute. He's also not helpful. We're just going to shotlock him and see how much Stitch shoots him. Shot him a bit to start. There's a little more. Come on, Stitch. Stitch's credit, that's the most cooperative I've seen him in a while. Oh, and it didn't kill. Okay.
I kind of got screwed up a bit there by a multitude of things.
This is the worst case scenario I could ask for there, but okay.
I got screwed over in that fight by a multitude of things. But it's fine, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, same, but you know. But you know, it is what it is.
Yep.
Off to Neverland! I don't know what to say about Neverland.
Yeah, Neverland is, cool.
Neverland is, yeah. We have the big brain strats, but
dude, you get to do my big brain strat.
We get to do the biggest brain strats, but not yet. First we have to roll around a bit.
Because I'm a genius.
He is when he wants to be.
Thanks.
Rule number 1, if you ever play any game Rebel does, Rebel tells you something's faster, he's right, but it's stupid.
It's always something dumb. But this is the first strat I've come up with that isn't dumb.
So, this force fight is the sole reason we leveled up Snow White a long time. If you remember us leveling up Snow White. If you do, congrats, you get a gold star. First, we just gotta take care of a few floats. Nice way to do that. And then Snow White has an ability called Bashful. All her abilities are named after dwarves. Bashful is an ability called Warp, which has a RNG chance of getting rid of things.
All it
you
does
don't get
is
or anything for it, but
all
it's just
it
an
does
RNG
is
chance
despawn
of things
enemies.
going away.
It just despawns enemies for us. It's very, very useful.
Especially on harder difficulties,
Yeah.
it's very, very useful.
We even do it on regular
I
beginner,
got pretty
actually.
good Bashful luck.
We do it on regular beginner as well, just that's how useful it is.
We do it on regular beginner and regular crit. Bashful's that useful.
It's so useful. It's so worth leveling up the D-Link, because the D-Link takes like a little bit of time to level up, but not too much compared to how much time the Bashful stuff saves if it gives you really good luck.
The game wants us to equip Glide. We don't have Glide, we have Sliding Dash. So, you know, we do what we must with what we have.
So I'm going to do Neverland Force right now. Hopefully this goes well for me, because...
I need to get my D-Link back so I can do the big brain strats. You ready for the biggest brain of strats? So this is Captain Hook. He starts off very similar to what you would see in a crit speedrun. We do a blank attack, which manipulates him dodging away. Then we come back here. That's going to make him fall off. Then, as he falls off, Mind Shield in the path he runs through in order to do damage and get the finisher faster, and then watch the damage of his finisher.
By the way, shoutouts to my brain for that the other day.
That's a huge, massive brain Mind Square strat.
Shoutouts to my brain, because we were using the Mind Shield anyway. We were using it in front of him, just to like get a bit of damage in. And then I was like, "Hey, Pest," and he was like, "What? What about using it on him like in this?"
Killed him I finished him off with the Mind Square stuff too. By the way. So, yeah, that is massive brain strats. Level 30 won't finish him off, by the way, Rebel.
Fine, I'm getting
we used to grind to 32 here. 32, Mickey would finish him off, but
it's
also slower.
Yeah,
so
I got owned slightly there because I moved too far past the yellow mustard there. But it's fine, doesn't really matter. Right, now let's see if I can do this now.
Yeah, I'm skipping a bunch of cutscenes. Go watch Rebel.
Oh, I'm getting owned by Hook right now.
So the one room we talked about with weird spawn encounters is the one up ahead with a bunch of tornadoes.
Hook, please, do your thing.
So, tornadoes are interesting. If you get sucked into them, then you get taken into an encounter that there's nothing you can do about, and you have to clear the encounter or die to get out of. In earlier versions of this game, there's nothing we can do about that. On this version, if we just dodge near the tornadoes, and we're doing good enough dodge roll movement, we can... Being close to one tornado stops another from following us, so we can just keep doing that until we get through the room.
Okay, I lost 30 seconds to Hook because he just wouldn't do what I wanted him to do.
You couldn't get the big brain?
No, I got the big brain. It's just that after he dodged at the start, he just started attacking me. Yeah, basically his like AI is weird. He can do one of two or three things. Optimal like AI there is you do your swing, you then he then dodges to left or right, you then hit him once and he staggers at the edge, and then you just go from there, and the fight's consistent enough. But
yeah,
sometimes he does.
Be leveled up, by the way.
Yeah, sometimes what happens to me happens. What happened to me just happens, where you just kind of get owned, and he just kind of like dodges around for no reason.
So I'm going into Aqua D-Link for exactly 3 reasons. 1, because her finisher does a lot of damage. 2, because she has access to Cure. And 3, because Mind Square is pretty good.
Yep.
But mostly the Cure thing.
So I'm skipping cutscenes. I'm in the bit that Pestilist was just in. Going.
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me my internet's gonna blip again.
So little damage right now. It was very important we got to the level we did just to get to the strength barrier and be able to deal any type of damage to this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's bad. I'll use the cure. He's diving, which he will dive up whenever he gets under you, so I'm just trying to manipulate him to get him to stop.
Yeah, by dodge rolling over him, you can force him to jump out of the ground at you, and if you get lucky, on beginner, you actually want him to drop down out of the ground instantly, but on crit, ironically, you want him to go back down under again, because you can do more damage to him like that. It's funny how crit wants the opposite to beginner, and beginner wants the opposite to crit, right?
Mm-hmm. So this is the actual final boss that I'm coming up on. Which you could even argue if he is or not, but you know. So, Vanitas 3, we're fighting inside or something, don't worry about it. The shot locks are kind of the best option we have. You'll notice I have no D-Link, and I have no ability to get D-Link back. The only way I can get it back for this fight is to die, and I don't want to do that. So, instead, we're going to try to get him with a combination of flame salvos and normal attacks. Okay. He does a lot of stuff that you just kinda have to know how to dodge. It's a little hard to explain all these attacks. All these attacks are designed in such a way that most of them can be blocked. But I'm worried about dodging this stuff because he teleports around and it can be hard to block sometimes when you're not entirely sure where it's coming from. And I also don't have access to cure, so I'm trying to be careful about my HP situation.
I'm getting a really bad fight here, by the way.
I got a bad fight too, so it's fine.
He hasn't dived yet, so, you know.
As long as you don't die, like, it's fine. I'm also trying to make sure I still have some shot lock at the end of this fight. It's very important I have some. Because, okay. Now for the final Dragon Ball Z minigame. He's going to attack me. When he attacks me, I want to shot lock him at the same time. That'll get me in this little thing. If we do it right, 4 times doing that will end the run. What attacks he does here is random. On higher diff, kill you here if he
I lost
wants.
a minute there, dude. I ran out of D-Link. I lost so much time there.
Ugh.
Big oof.
Time for me is coming up shortly.
Right, I'm going into the final boss now, so hopefully this goes well for me, because this usually doesn't go as well for me. I'm very bad at
Time
this
for
fight.
me is going to be the last hit, once last word finish hits, and get the swag finish. Time. My splits aren't stopping, but that is world record. 102.11, I think it was, when my splits wouldn't stop. Okay, now let's see Rebel finish up.
What I'm doing to this guy is, by the way, the best option against this guy, just single hitting him.
Yeah, single hits are pretty good.
And then when you get enough focus, it's worth it to just flame salvo him for a bunch of damage.
Yeah, the important thing is you want to have Flame Salvo before you go into the Dragon Ball Z fight, because if you have no shot lock left, you can't shot block him, and you kind of have to, pray. Becomes a lot of praying.
So that wasn't too bad, but it wasn't too good either. Hopefully he gives me good RNG here. This part takes about 40 seconds if it all goes well.
There's no
You can see the stats here of... By the way, we used Mickey D Link 111 fun facts.
Yep.
So if you thought it was Aqua to speedrun, almost.
Almost, bro. That wasn't too bad. It's a little bit slow, but... And time's gone up for me as well. And, time.
Nice. That's a PB, right?
That is a PB, and that's a 104. So...
Nice, dude.
What time did you get? 102?
102.11, I think.
Nice, so... Hardware difference. I mean, what?
Hardware difference, yeah. It would have been very close if the
It would have
hardware
been
was similar.
It also would have been very close if I hadn't have lost a minute and a half in late game.
Yeah, I think my time after grinding was better than yours, so it would have been close.
Yes, it was. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Yeah, that is, no menu's a good meme.
It's a very good meme.
No menu run.
Yeah, this is the only good one. The other two are just not good at all.
The other two are just awful.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're interested in this game, I'd recommend not doing no menu. For if you're just getting into it, this is more of a hey, you know what you're doing, you're trying to have some fun. Like this game has some very good memes.
Yeah, then yeah, and
but if you're interested in learning this game, Rebel and I, if you pop in the Kingdom Hearts Discord, you can ask us questions at any time. I have tutorials on my YouTube channel. It's just Pessilist spelled like you see here. I have tutorials for all the crit categories, Terra Beginner. I believe there's is a tutorial for Aqua Beginner too, right?
Yes. Not sure about Aqua Beginner, but if you ever need any questions, I have I can give you any of the menus or point you in the right direction of who to ask, depending on what category you need, and I'll answer most questions, mostly any question about this game.
Yeah, it's a fun speedrun. You can, it's a very quick speedrun. You saw how quickly we can beat it without even
opening the menu, and we grinded for 15 minutes.
And we grinded for 15 minutes, and we still beat it in an hour. It's a very quick run.
Yeah.
Almost no other category has grinding like this.
Yeah.
All the beginner categories have some grinding, but their grinding's like 5 minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, if you ever... shout outs to all the other BBS runners as well, there's a lot of them. Sonic's just recently come back to this game, and he's really good at this game. Who else is there?
Yeah. People I can help you. Wyatt's
always
around.
Yeah, Wyatt. Wyatt's always around. Shoutouts to just most of the KH guys in general. If you ask most questions, anyone will answer you. Most people are knowledgeable in most things in all the games, so.
Yeah, it's a fun series. This is a really fun speed game. So yeah. I think that covers it. Just don't do what the craziness we did as your first BBS run.
Yeah. Run Terra Begin or Aqua Crit first. Don't do no menu. Most of this run has only been put together in the past 3 weeks or so. 3 or 4 weeks.
This run started. We raced it at AGDQ last year, just in person, just the meme, and it only became an actual routable thing last month.
Sorry, I've taken
definitely a good time. Thanks for having us and letting us show off the meme.
Yep.
Anything else? Or
no, I haven't got anything else. Hopefully you enjoyed that.
Thanks for having. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for having us. Enjoy the rest of the narrative.